Good morning or afternoon. How are you guys? I'm Caroline Summers. We're gathering at Caroline's table today for a little coffee and a chat, because I always find the best conversations happen when we're gathered at a table, right? Thanks for joining. Hi, Simon. Hi, Nancy, Francesca, Marianne, all my amazing friends are joining. I so appreciate you guys jumping in. I know so many of you joined my brand new Substack yesterday. I just launched it, and what I'm hearing, what I see posted on my page right now is, you're number 2. And no one ever chants like, woo, you're number 2. I am the number 2 rising creator on Substack in food and drink right now, which is very exciting. And I'd love to get to number 1. So if you guys aren't aware, Substack is a place where I'm going to be hosting my digital cookbook. So a lot of you were saying, are you still going to be on Instagram and Facebook? Yes, always. I know we all like to live where we live, right? So if you live on Facebook or you live on Instagram and you don't want to go to a new app, you don't have to. You can just enjoy the content here. What I'm doing, Anthony signed up. Thank you, Anthony. What I'm doing on Substack is that's where I'm going to have my digital cookbook. So I do a ton of recipes and a ton of inspiration for recipes. But what I do is I kind of talk through it. But when I actually sit down to write a recipe, I test it numerous times. I make sure that you guys are going to be able to recreate it. And I usually save that for a cookbook. Well, in this case, I decided to do a digital cookbook. So Facebook or Instagram is not a good place to have your recipes scattered where they're attached to post. And the thing is that we don't own our content on Instagram or Facebook. Meta owns it. So what Meta does, like for instance, for you Facebook followers, I have about 40,000 followers. They don't show my stuff to most of you. They show it to a small fraction. And then they say to me, the content creator, well, if you want everyone else to see it, you pay us. So that's how Meta digital marketing works. And so it's become a place where if you spend a lot of money, your own followers can look at your content. Otherwise, they show it to this many of you. So for those of you who are here, I'm glad you were able to find me. But for Substack, Substack is a different site. It's a different platform. And it's where a lot of content creators, like food content creators particularly, that's where you post the full recipe. So I will post pictures with all the instructions so that you can actually make the recipe again. And in time, as I start to build my recipes there, you'll be able to go to my Substack and say, show me all of Caroline's appetizer recipes, and all my appetizers will come up. So I'm building this digital cookbook week by week. Every week, you'll get at least one new recipe, and it's $8 a month. So it's $2 a week to get a full published recipe. Or you can join for the year. And when you join for the year, it's $80. So you get 2 months for free. So that's the difference in, like, why are you on a new thing? I will continue doing what I'm doing here always. So you're going to get all the free inspiration. You're going to see all of my cooking, and my lives will be here. My shows will be here. So Substack is new. And I know for some of you, it's like, I don't do that. It's super easy. And I'm going to teach you a little bit how to just go to Substack, because especially for my ladies on Facebook, because I know when Facebook is your world, sometimes you don't want to go anywhere else. And I so understand that. And I had, I've been in a situation where I've been teaching people how to join something new. And it's a little frustrating at first. And like, I don't want to give away my information. But with Substack, it's pretty easy. You just put in your email address, and you can subscribe with just an email address. And then, of course, if you want to become a paid subscriber, then you have to put in your credit card information. But it's a very legit site, and there's nothing, they're not going to come at you for weird charges. You're not going to be able to not get out of it. It is a very legit site. And then the great thing is, how do you get Substack? Okay, so what you do is you go in your computer or in your phone, you go to carolinesummers.substack.com. And I put this link on my post before, Karna, so you can see on my post before if you just want to click the link, because I know it's easier for some of you to click a link. On Facebook, I can post it with a link and you can just click on it and then follow the prompts when you get there. On Instagram, I always, people will always say link in bio, and then other people go, what the F is link in bio? On Instagram, they don't allow you to post the actual link that you can click on. But if you go to somebody's profile page, so if you go to Caroline Summers on the page and you look in the information that is on my profile, there are links attached. So if you click on that, you'll see it looks like a paperclip. That's the link that you can click on. And you click on the one that says Caroline's Table Digital Cookbook at Substack. And you click on that. That will take you right to Substack. So does that make it a little easier for you guys? So you get to, I know this is very basic for some of you. So thanks for helping our friends along who aren't quite as technically advanced, or you guys are good at the tech things that but we're expanding, we're growing a little. Nancy, that's me potty mouth when I don't understand. 100%. So when you go to Substack, the other way that you can find things is you go to your search. So if you're in Google or whatever search engine you like to use, you could just type in Caroline Summers Substack, and then it's going to give you an option of the link. So look for the picture of me in the little, holding my pasta dishes in the cute little vintage poster icon. And that's how you're going to click on that. And again, it will take you to Substack. So again, if you're thinking, and I know my Facebook friends are already thinking this, but I'm going to get there. I'm not going to know how to use it. The great thing is that every week when I post a recipe, I can post the link on Facebook, and all you have to do is click it. And if you've joined, you will have access to that full recipe. So it makes it a little easier. So again, Caroline's Table on Substack is the #2 rising food and content creator. I would love to be #1. So if you guys can go to Substack and join Caroline's Table, you can join. There's a free option where you'll get, some limited information from me. And then the paid option is where you're going to have access to my full digital cookbook. I hope you, for those of you who can swing it, I hope that you think there's value in that. When I look at one or more of my recipes, I think I would pay $2 for this. When I have a recipe that I then put into my repertoire of recipes and I use it over and over, that's valuable. So, so for those of you who can swing it and are interested, that was our big, the big thing I accomplished this week. And I felt very proud to expand a little. You'll laugh, but on Mother's Day, Camelia was here and we were hanging out and she had some things planned. And I said, so she kept saying, is there anything you want? And I said, what I really want is for you to help me launch my Substack. So she sat with me and she went through step by step and loaded all the pictures that I would send her and loaded the text that I would send her. And that's how we got it up and running. So I hope you guys all had a wonderful Mother's Day, either with family or enjoying some relaxed time on yourself. Mother's Day can be such a wonderful day. For some people, it can be super triggering if you don't have a great relationship with your mom or a child. So I know it's everything in between. On the minimum, your mother is someone who birthed you, and that is an amazing contribution to your life. On the other end of the spectrum, your mother can be your most everything, best friend, mentor, teacher, the person that gets you most. And I know it's everything in between. So I hope that wherever you are on that spectrum, that you found some peace and joy on Mother's Day. I had a really nice day with Bruce and Camellia. Violet is not home, so I think that now I've had Mother's Days without Violet before because she's been in Italy before. But we had Camellia and I went to the farmer's market with Bunny, and that's one of my favorite things to do. I guess I'm not realizing how close to summer we are because I keep looking around saying like, wow, the stone fruit are in, and oh my gosh, there are cherries, and we have zucchini blossom. So it was so much abundance at the market. I could have bought everything. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to make for you on Thursday's show. And I have a couple of contenders, but anyway, super excited about what is to come in the cooking world. And then Camellia set up my Substack, which is amazing. And I said, I would really love to just go for Mexican food. And we went to a great Mexican restaurant and very sort of, bean and cheese burrito with the red sauce kind of Mexican restaurant. And my serotonin was hopping. So anyway, such a nice day. How about you guys? I was thinking, when I was talking about where number 2, I was thinking about my dad. My dad had a slogan when we were growing up, and he would say, "Born to win." And no matter what we were doing, he would say, "Born to win." If he was on the tennis courts, he'd say, "Born to win." And it was just my dad's like uber positive messaging. And my parents were so encouraging, and so they believed in us so much that so many of you subscribing, I appreciate that. I think I grew up actually with an inflated sense of self-confidence, which you could say is not, it's not a bad thing, but there are times when I would be humbled and I would think, wait, why? Like, I think I should have done that or received that. So Born to Win was always my dad's, that was his mantra. And you know what? It is just a way to say, believe in yourself and believe that you can do it, and don't let fear or those obstacles come in your way. So as we're like expanding things that are in our normal world, if you're new here at Caroline's Table, we are one of the things that Deborah just subscribed on Substack. Thank you, Deborah. One of the things that we talk about is more intentional viewing on social media, because when we're watching something that is enriching our lives, or that's really interesting, or that's making us surprised or delighted, or, wonderful things that make us cry, I think that can be when you feel connected to family or friends that you don't get to see, it's a really great part of social media. But we all get stuck in the death scrolling and feeling like, my brain is rotting and what am I doing, wasting my time on these apps. So we're here to, perhaps find something that actually makes us feel better at the end of the day. And then we turn off that phone for a bit and go out and enjoy our lives. You go to Substack to find my Substack. So if you want to go to the direct URL, it's carolinesummers.substack.com. Or you can look at my bio on Instagram, and there is a direct link to it. So just go to my page, the profile page, and where it says there's a place where you can click on the links. There's a paperclip, and then you can click through and it will take you right to my Substack. On Facebook, I posted it yesterday. There is a direct link So thanks, you guys. I'll have Mary Beth is headed over to Substack. Thank you. There's my friend and colleague was texting me. He's like, "You're number 2. There's someone named, I forget her name, Jean, and we're coming for Jean." And I was like, "My ladies are gonna take care of me." Hey Jennifer, how are you? Good to see you too. So Bruce, you want to come say hi? My hot IT guy is here. Anita, it's not $11 a month, it's $8 a month. So make sure you're looking at Caroline Summers, Somers, and it's called Caroline's Table. Mary's drinking her smoothie. Amazing. Look who's here.
Hello, everyone.
My hot IT guy with a repaired hernia.
Yes.
Look at him. He's looking good.
A little tender.
Sylvia, it's $8 a month, or you can pay $80 for the whole year, and that means you get 2 months for free. Or there's a place to join for a free subscription where you'll get a lot less content, but that way, if you decide to upgrade later, you can.
Almost 35 years.
Someone asked how long we'd been married. Is he resting up? Nancy, let me tell you what happened. We have some construction going on at our house, and it's in Bruce's office. And Bruce is a little OCD. So his psyche completely fractures when his stuff is out of place. And I actually love that about you because he keeps me so organized. He's really, what happened here? Hey. He's really just unbelievably organized, and I love that. But when things are out of whack, he really has a tough time. So he's just getting his office back, and thank you, honey. Now it's back. He's just getting his office back, and I'm seeing his smile return. He really is like a very positive and happy guy, except when people mess with his
routines.
Yeah.
It's really my routines.
Yes, it's true. Chantal said, "I loved your post from Italy. It looked like you were having a really good time." Chantal, thank you so much. We had a great time. And when we came, they did a lot of the construction work while we were gone. So when we came home, now we're getting nice and organized. People want to know if you had stitches or mesh.
Well, I had mesh, and then I think there are stitches, and there's still a bandage over it.
It's laparoscopic, so
I'm not even sure that's true. I'll know when I take the bandage.
Anyway, you think you might have
I might have a little scar.
Oh wow, to go with your large scar.
Exactly. I have a long scar from when I was 5 years old and I got run over by a car. They did an exploratory because this is before the technology of.
There's a whole TV movie about
sonograms and stuff. So now it's this big. It looks like a big fish bone. And so my hernia was right next to my belly button. I said, "Why don't you just do a circle around the belly button? Then I'll have a big B on my belly." It was like, we don't play that way.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, yes, we think it's mesh. Yeah, a lot of you are talking about Bruce's sock drawer. It's true.
Can you teach me to increase my OCD? I'm not sure you want to increase it. You know what really helps for OCD is AI. There's a lot of things that AI will do automatically for you that kind of helps.
May I see your phone? Anita is seeing something on my Substack that is not accurate, and I want to make sure you're on the right one. Okay, so.
Yes, Nancy. Everyone said it was going to be a lot more pain. I was prepared for more pain than I experienced. The first night was a little rough to sleep, but each night gets easier and easier. I wish I had more OCD too.
Like with anything, any neurodivergence, it can be a gift, and it can be something that is, makes it more difficult to manage. This is what you're looking at for show both. This is the icon you're looking for Substack. So you can see all it's asking you for is your email. All it asks for is your email address. So Bruce, I'm going to put you in.
What? I feel violated.
Did you even join? How are you going to get my recipes? So all I'm doing is putting Bruce's email address and then I hit subscribe.
And then it asks you if you want to stay signed in.
Mm-hmm. So it's asking him for his account because he already has an account. If you're seeing another account of mine on there, Caroline Summers Served, I couldn't get into it. I could not get into it. So that's why I created the new account. So you're looking for the one that says Caroline's Table. I'm trying to get rid of the other two, but guess what? You got to log in to get rid of it. And I can't log in. It's not great.
Somebody said, I have OCD too. I hate it. It can be debilitating. I do a lot of yoga and I do a lot of spiritual work and work on surrendering. Because a lot of times, OCD is a control thing, and you can't control things. Like, in fact, the old joke: if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
Kanya said, "Would be nice to have these lives more often." Kanya, this may be you might not have seen the show last week, but we actually have a ton of content for you now. Mondays we are on with Welles Air, either one or both of us. Tuesdays, I'm here. We're doing our Tuesday Connect show. It's going to be at 11 a.m. Wednesday, Bruce does an unfiltered show. And then on Thursday, I do a cooking show at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. So a lot of you are telling me that your Substack is saying it costs more, and that's what I'm trying to figure out because it shouldn't be. It's not going to let you into your account here. Did you get an email with your...
I don't know. Somebody has my phone.
Usually it comes up.
Yeah. Do you want me to do it? There you go.
Thank you. Just come back and show them because this is like a real world issue of, people trying to get into their account. You can't get into your account. It worked. Okay, so our White 23 got in, $80 for the year. Thank you. Miss Carrie, all those shows are the Welles Air show we usually host on my Facebook, which is here.
When you get in, you'll see the first recipe. Baby artichoke salad.
Oh, $11 is in Canadian dollars. That would make sense. So for those of you who were Anita Hill, when you said it was $11, are you in Canada? Sherry got in. She paid her $80. Anita Hill, I see baby artichoke salad, and for anything more, I must upgrade to $11. Okay, so are you in Canada, Anita? Because that would make sense. And you can see, like for the free subscriber, you can see the photo and you can see the header. But then when you join, there are many I'll show you guys.
I just subscribed for a year.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, don't spend it all in one place.
Okay. Go back.
I was going to write something nice, but...
I want to show them what you get when you join so you can see the difference. Okay. So this is what you see when you are, this is what you see if you join for free. You can see the header and you can see the first picture. Francesca subscribed. That's so nice. Now, when you join, it takes you all the way here. You get to see the ingredients. And then I take you step by step. So I do a photo. I show you exactly what we're making. I give you the instructions of what you do. Then I show you how to cut it. I explain what you do next. I show you how to slice it like this. And then I show you how we mix it. So it's very detailed so that you can actually recreate these things at home. And, it takes me a while to put all of that together. So that's why it is, it's my digital cookbook. So this is why
I'm gonna make this.
you have to pay a little. You're gonna make it. We ate it, I think, 3 times last week.
When it's artichoke season, you got to
Yes.
jump on those artichokes.
Yes. So again, if you are trying to find the link, I posted it yesterday with a photograph of the artichoke salad. So on Facebook, you can click on that and it will take you right to Substack. And then you just follow the prompts to join. And
Suzanne asked, Caroline, is there a charge to download the Substack app?
no, there's no charge to get on Substack. And Substack is, it's great. The thing that a lot of people don't realize when we're talking about where we post our content, Facebook and Instagram, they actually own your content. So if I post a recipe, even though I have, 30 some thousand of you on Instagram and 40 some thousand on Facebook, they won't show it to you guys. They decide if they're going to show it to you. And they want us to pay them for more people to see it. And that's their business model. I understand. And Lori, will you be able to revisit the recipes at any time? Yes. It's going to be a cookbook that's going to build every week. So once a week, you're going to have a new recipe that will be posted there, and you'll be able to then go back and access it. Yes, have you on my calendar again. Hi, Christine. How are you? So that was kind of our fun new launch for the week. And I'll explain more. I'll post more so that you guys get used to that. The other exciting news is that we got confirmed dates for our retreat next year. So we are going to be putting together the information packet. And when I do that, I'm going to post it as a specific post so that you guys will have all the information that you need. Oh, Lisa just signed up. Thank you. Monty signed up. Thank you. So nice. So you will be on once a week or more on Substack. Trula, I will be on my same schedule on Instagram and Facebook. And I post all the time on here, as you guys know, but I will post one specific recipe with all the details once a week, only on Substack. So that's why you join Substack. If you're someone who watches me cook and you go, oh, thanks for the inspiration, I can wing it and do it on my own, you might not need the digital cookbook. But for a lot of people who are like, I want every detail, I want all the ingredients, and I want it organized in a place where I can always find it, that's why I created the Substack. What retreat? Coda Bear, Bruce and I are going to be hosting retreats in Italy, travel and food retreats. So I'm going to be, I have this wrong. This is Instagram. This is Facebook. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong side. We are going to be hosting travel and food retreats in Italy because, we've spent the last 12 or 13 years traveling there every couple times a year. And when we first went to Tuscany, we didn't know where to go. And people were like, well, everywhere is great. Yeah, but like, where do you actually go? So this is going to be a retreat where we've curated the whole experience for you so that you'll get to see beautiful, amazing sights. You're going to stop and eat at amazing places to eat. And you're going to eat. And you're going to be in a full, a small group with us. So we did this with our family. So the next 2 that we're going to do, we're bringing you guys as our family.
And some wine tasting.
Yeah, and we spend a lot of time together.
Yeah,
so
you're gonna get sick of us.
Yeah, it's we're in the car together look through beautiful rolling green hillsides, and then we go see some amazing sight together, and then we go to an amazing long lunch together, and then we drive back to our villa on the hillside together, and we have a little bit of downtime. And then we have an unbelievable aperitivo hour and a big family dinner, Spritz o'clock. We have Spritz o'clock every night at sunset. And then, you know, we have a nice long night and a lazy morning, and then we do it all over again. And we do it for 6 days, and it's actually just wonderful.
It's
so
magical.
Yeah. So
and I
we
promise
have our
to keep the dad jokes to a minimum.
He does not. He's lying. He's lying. And as soon as I have the specifics for the information on the retreats, I'm going to post it. We have, you know, there are a lot of different, there are a lot of different details that we need to provide to you guys. It's not inexpensive. You know, this is a very curated trip. Caroline, are you missing working for Suzanne's company, or is this new direction filling your cup? Listen, change is hard. That was my reality for over 30 years. So I really struggled. I struggled for a long time making the decision to leave and then finally leaving. But you know what? It happens when we're all ready to make a change. So I think I needed a few months just to sort of settle into how I wanted to intersect with you guys, and I found it. So it feels really good now. There were some, you know, bumpy paths in the middle of it, and you're watching, you know, how things have changed, which, you know, a lot of you were DMing me. And listen, we have to give things time to evolve and adapt with a new team in place. And I wish them all the best of luck. I hope they figure out a way to do it that you guys are comfortable with, that they're comfortable with, and that everyone can be prosperous and get those amazing products. And it's okay that it's changed. I am now here and doing this, and I'm figuring out how I do what I love to do, connect with you guys, bring you products, services, recipes, information, education, all the things that I love sharing with you guys. So I'm figuring how to do that here now. And this is how it's happening. And you know what? You guys have been unbelievably supportive. So, you know, again, Substack is kind of one of my first places where I'm asking you to get out of your comfort zone. Go to a site that many of you don't use and don't know. But it's super easy. And that's where I mean, I can't tell you how many DMs I receive where people say, recipe, where do I get the recipe? How do I get the recipe? Post the recipe. And I'm thinking, like, I just did 27 steps for you on camera and showed you exactly how to make it. But if you want that written recipe that you can go back and access, that is what Substack is for. And yeah, there's a little fee for that. I think it's a reasonable fee for the amount of time and inspiration and creativity that it takes for me to put that out. And if you can't afford it, I totally understand, and you can continue following all my steps and jotting down the steps in my stories. It works. You can jot them down. Oh, Julie signed up. Thank you, Julie. Appreciate that. She was one of my first signups. Can always count on Julie. So how do you connect on Substack? Barbara, you're going to, if you look at my page on Facebook, the post before this, it's a photograph of my artichoke salad. Click on that link and that will take you to Substack, and then you follow the prompts to subscribe. You just put in your email and then you hit subscribe, and then it will ask you at what level you want to join. Rod said, I've often wondered what Substack was. You know what? I'm going to help you. I'm going to bring you along. I am going to bring you along. I mean, listen, guys, during COVID, I had to teach Suzanne and Alan how to do Instagram and Facebook shows without me being there.
From afar.
That was really hard, but we figured it out. And
Yep.
You know what? It's not easy to learn a new tech skill like that. But I realized, you know, I would say to Alan, okay, here's the URL, put that into your browser. If you don't know what those words mean, a URL is the specific address that you use to get to a website. A browser is like Safari or Chrome or someplace that you put that address. So what would happen with Alan is that I would realize he would be in Google. He would be in a search engine. So if you're in search,
Vicky says, trust me, ladies, if I can do it,
Yeah.
you can. It's a breeze.
But you know what? What I realized with Alan is that my God, like how incredible that he could follow as many of the prompts as he could. And he really did figure it out. So sometimes it would take us 45 minutes just to log in somewhere. But then it became like, okay, I know how to do this. I would try to teach him how to copy and paste if you're not used to doing it, you're not used to doing it. And there's no shame in it, but give yourself a chance to like get through the process of the learning curve, because there's something fun for you to expand and experience on the other side of it. Alan is doing great. He's doing really well. We're ready for your skincare line. I don't have a skincare line, Ken, but thank you. I winged your pretzel recipe, and each time I made it, my nephew loved it. That's amazing. See, now that I have a Substack, if I make soft pretzels, I would actually post the recipe. And if you pay your $2 a week, you're going to get the full recipe. Or you can be like her and you can just wing it, which actually works. Okay. Anita said, wow, finally going through the Facebook and then following the link is easier. Okay, so Anita did it. She found the link on Facebook. Again, the photograph of the artichoke salad. And then you click on it, and that's going to take you to my Substack. Bruce, can you check? Am I number one yet?
That was Jason who was figuring that out. Let me see if I can figure that out.
Text him and ask him if we made it to number one. Caroline said, I made the pretzel recipe gluten-free and it was too dry and crumbly. You know, the gluten thing is very different guidelines to make gluten-free recipes. Would you ever consider doing a podcast? You know, again, the reason people do a podcast is that you put it on a platform where you own the content. This to me is my podcast. Like, I'm talking to you guys and I'm here. But if I were doing a real podcast, I'd have it on a podcast site and then I'd be linking it to Facebook or Instagram. To me, I think a podcast is a lot about people often interview a lot of different people. The people I kind of want to intersect with are you guys. So right now, this for me is, this is where I enjoy connecting. I think I subscribed. Miss Carrie, did you do it? Any word, Bruce?
No, you're putting me on the spot.
We're number two. If you came in late on my Substack, there was a notice that said I was number 2 in rising content for food and drink, and I was really hoping that we could get me to number 1, because as my father said, born to win, honey, born to win. I believe it. He instilled it in me. Can you pause the subscription? Yes, anytime you want. And it's not, it's not a tricky site. It's a very legit site. So you can definitely.
At the moment, still number 2.
You guys, I'm still number 2.
Yeah, but you're born to win.
Yeah, I know. It might be that it takes a while to catch up with that.
You can do it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Okay, so I'm trying to decide what to make on Thursday for my next recipe. I know you guys were really wanting to see some of those Roman pastas. So here's what I'm thinking. I could make a cacio e pepe and a gricia, which is, it's like the cacio e pepe, but it has the guanciale in it. I could show you that.
Yes.
Or it's zucchini flower season. So zucchini flowers, I want to make that zucchini flower pizza. I could go up to my friend Mark's house and make that zucchini flower pizza with the 4 cheeses. God, that was so good. But see, none of these things are working with my like get home and slim down factor. So boring. Losing weight is so boring. I just played pickleball. I played really hard pickleball with 3 really good men yesterday. So
I just want to point out that though Caroline's number 2, Jose Andres, who a lot of people know, very famous chef, he's number 41.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, you guys rock. You're so supportive. Okay, Riley likes the pizza. I love when you cooked at Mark's. I know. He's got that great view.
Yeah.
And
We have to wait for
Leilani
it to
and
warm up, though. That's what makes
that's
that.
true. I saw you cooking before with the zucchini flowers. I know. Suzanne, I did. But you know what? I didn't have a Substack, so I didn't post the recipe. So this is where, which recipe do you really want? Thank you. What color is your nail polish? Lisa, this is a milky white. And it's a hard gel. And at my salon, it's called baby's breath, or they call it NO1. She's in her long nail era. I gotta say, I love it. It's your fault. It's your fault, Bruce. Bruce bought me a really nice ring for my 60th birthday, and I just felt like I needed the nails to match. All of a sudden, I'm like, I'm a hand lady. And
they do look beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know it's chemical and all of that. But you know what? My real nail is under there. I love it. I love my long nail era. Okay, Lisa wants the zucchini flowers. Nancy wants the zucchini flowers.
Would you do the deep fried zucchini flowers or the pizza?
When I do a show, if I'm going to do a show on zucchini flowers, I mean, listen, it's going to be the pizza, and I would want to stuff them. And I love frying them too.
Yeah.
I also love laminating ravioli pasta sheets with these zucchini flowers. So those are all really wonderful things to do. So, all right. I think you know what? I'm going to go to the farmer's market. If the zucchini flowers are popping, that's what I'm going to do, because I have to get them the day before. They had them on Sunday, but I need to get them the same day. Vivian, any Thai food recipes? I love Thai food, and I love Thai food recipes. So I would love to do that. And I was just looking at my friend Daniel Green, Chef Daniel Green. He spent the last year in Thailand doing a whole book. I'm like, oh my God, I got to cook with him. So Daniel, I don't know if you're watching, but I'm about to invite you to get together to cook, so you can teach me what you learned in Thailand. It's my favorite type of cuisine.
And it just got her Wellis hair.
Oh, nice, Diana. Awesome. So yes, Thai food definitely coming up. But for this week, okay, I'm going to look for the zucchini flowers tomorrow, guys, and I'm going to call Geigs and Leilani and see if I can go make a pizza there. So thanks for joining today. Always love connecting, and I love our Tuesdays because I'm not busy cooking, so that we can just literally sit here and chat and have a coffee or a tea or whatever it is. These roses Violet sent to me for Mother's Day. They're so pretty. I don't know the name of them, but look at that. I mean, that's a beautiful rose, and has just a tinge of like an antique beige on the edge. And look at the ruffle pattern. Just beautiful. They were waiting outside my door on the morning of Mother's Day, and it was very sweet. So Violet is here with us. Vivian is joining Substack. Oh, thank you, Vivian, because I will say Vivian is someone who is really good about jotting down every step when she watches my stories, and she recreates my food all the time, and she sends me pictures, and we have a whole relationship through DM like I do with many of you, and I love that. I love my extended family. So Vivian, it's going to be a little easier for you to get those recipes. So again, thanks for joining, and you will see Bruce tomorrow on Unfiltered on his handles, Bruce Summers Jr. on Instagram and Facebook. And you will see me back right here on Thursday at 5 p.m. And we will be cooking for Caroline's table. Thanks, you guys.
I'll probably be drinking.
Get me to #1 on Substack. Join Substack. Thanks, guys. Bye.